Hello and welcome back. I'm going to try a second run of 20 Minutes Till Dawn, which, well, main menu if you haven't seen it. If you haven't watched the first video and you don't know what this game is, check out the first video because I'm doing more explaining of what all the things are in the game. The second run I'll obviously do some explaining, but maybe a bit less. One thing I didn't explain, I skipped over it in the first run, was runes. So after you've done a run, you'll come back. Well, you can either try immediately to play the same character and the same gun if you failed, or if you succeeded. If you succeed and you're on like a certain level of darkness, it will then show you which character you have completed on which level of darkness. You can see, even though I failed that run as Abby, sorry, spoilers, you know, I have actually completed Darkness 10 with her at some point, as well as Diamond. I have never completed a run with Shana or Hina, apparently. That or just Zero Darkness doesn't appear on here. It probably does, though. And the same for the guns, like if you were to choose these, it shows you which gun you have got to which level of darkness. So I have dual SMGs, got to completed it on Darkness 10. I have not completed it at all on the Revolver, which is the first gun you have. Runes as well. You obviously, I think I get like 5,000 or so for surviving the almost 10 minutes. So you can then get these upgrades, and so you'll spend your points, and you can only have one active from each. So you have to choose which one you want, which I would just prefer to have all the upgrades in the world, but maybe that would just make the game too easy. So as an example, so you have, I say one from each, one from sword and one from shield. So your damage side versus your defense side. So for example, rank 1, you can increase your bullet damage and summon damage up to 10%. The one I've chosen is fire rate and reload rate. And or you can have your bullets have an extra 2% chance to inflict, burn, or freeze. And you may want, I thought this was the best one to go for, because if you start, choosing this, well, you can only have one active at a time, and I wanted to get down the list. In the higher ranks, that does more different things, and the top one is, the top 3 options, at least on the sword side, are every third shot has infinite piercing and double bullet size. This shot also deals 20% extra damage per rank, so more power, effectively. Every 50 kills, your gun enters the ethereal state. While ethereal, your gun does not consume ammo, and it lasts for 2 seconds per rank, which, if you're killing 50 enemies quite a lot, towards the end of the game you will be, then that will be almost constant, I guess, and you'll just be a firing machine. And the other option is if you have exactly one summon, gain 10% summon damage and summon attack speed per rank. And so in the early game, you're probably just going to want to be choosing one of these and going up the tree and getting, powerful things on each side. And once you've built up, well, once you've got that filled out, you can then start increasing all the other things, and then it may play into a different build that you're trying. So the last run I did with Abby and dual SMGs was a very much gun-focused run, so increasing fire rate and reload rate, definitely useful. I don't know about any of the other things, but maybe if you're going definitely to have to burn all the free stuff, you will want to increase that here within the, instead of having the fire rate and reload rate, you just go straight for having extra burn or freeze chance. Maybe, I don't know. So yeah, I have spare runes, so I could just fill those out. In fact, it costs 1350 supposedly. And you see now this one's active. So maybe we could try a run where we're trying to do burn or freeze. Sure, let's leave everything else the same. Or maybe we'll confirm who we're going to be running as, and then we'll do that. When enemies are killed, summon a spirit. Spirits chase down nearby enemies. Maybe. or lightning. So bullets having 50% chance can't speak today. Your bullets have a 50% chance to call down lightning on impact for 5 damage, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's every other bullet. So we're going to try Spark, and we're going to keep that rune change, so fire rate, even though fire rate would be quite important here, we're going to keep the one which adds burn or freeze, because that could play nicely into those things. I haven't actually checked any of these other things if they're useful. That's fine. There are new swords and things which I obviously haven't unlocked. I could unlock those. Do any of them play nicely with lightning? So, and again, we want something that's going to be fast, because we're going to be firing a lot. So shotgun has a fire rate of 5, crossbow of 6.7, but doesn't have a lot of ammo, so you're going to be reloading a lot of the time, both on both of those. The flame cannon, however, is maybe one to go for. Basically, it's a flamethrower. Well, let me just check the other ones first. The bat gun's interesting. Magic bow. How does that linger to the ground, and then, yes, they return to you. Or the grenade launcher. I think we go with the flame cannon. Which means my runes probably don't make sense, because I think everything's going to be burning. Bullets burn enemies. Yeah, it means my runes don't really make sense. Why would I need something to have a 2% chance to inflict burn or freeze? Unless it's going to always give them freeze. I won't be able to confirm that though. It's fine. We'll turn that off. We'll have the flame cannon and we'll play on darkness 10. In the forest. To prove that I can actually do this. Okay, so here's our flame cannon. And again, it reloads. And it's you'll notice that the lightning only happens when things hit. Because that was her ability. When it hits the enemy. And I should be picking up the experience so that we can actually level up. Sometimes you have to remind yourself to do that. So what do we want on this run? Again, I like projectiles. You'll see that it pretty much almost doubles your damage, because you have to lose 10% of your bullet damage, but you're going to have twice as many balls of flame coming out now, which means almost twice as much damage. If we see burn upgrades, we'll definitely want to go for those, because we are already burning the enemies. So here's burn. Is there anything better? Fanfire is interesting. I like fanfire. Well, let's go with the pyro. So your bullets have a 50% chance to inflict burn for 3 damage, which is completely useless in this situation. And I feel like on this one, it maybe should say that you already have this automatically, and put you on to, being able to choose these things in a similar way that when you have the Holy Shield. But anyway, it doesn't, but we want to have these things, because these are just when you inflict burn, or inflicting more burn or burn damage. So we kind of want these two mostly. But to get those, we need to choose this first one. So maybe it's a bit of a rubbish situation that we're choosing an upgrade, but we're not really getting an upgrade. But hopefully in the long run, it will work out for us. And also, when they're burning, they will die eventually. But maybe just not quickly enough. So a couple of shots is always good. Burn damage is what we want. Even though fanfire is still there and still useful, let's increase the burn damage. So now you'll see the numbers appearing over their head will be higher than they were before. And I've lost my shield already. Okay, so I can get extra vitality, which, based on the last run, is something I maybe clearly need. Can get more lightning coming down. So we already have lightning coming down. Maybe that's what we want to do then. Because, well, we just lost our Holy Shield, so maybe that's not useful. Magic summons. We're going let's go magic, as in fire, frost, lightning for now. Maybe we'll take summons as a, you know, something different compared to what we did on that first run. Oh, they're coming in. Yeah, thought that's gonna happen. So you can either choose, do you want to run, like, around them, or do you want to shoot them? Because your shoot speed is a lot slower than your run speed. Electromage. Every second shot, cooldown lightning. So we already have that, but this will mean we pretty much always have lightning. Because our current one is just when they hit. Take all that juicy experience. And our choice this time, so fire rate, I mean, I said we were going to go for magic. I can go hard into the Holy Shield even though we're taking damage. And yeah, go on. Increased reload rate and movement speed when we have our Holy Shield, which we don't have at the moment. So again, not useless at this very moment in time. The thing which is slightly different about this gun, because it kind of does low damage, but will eventually kill the enemies, is it means it's harder to run through enemies. You have knockback, so you kind of have to run away from them and then turn back and fire at them. At least that's my tactic at the moment. Whilst I'm not strong enough to just completely kill them. Okay. Fireball, which will, yes, take us towards that last one as well. Well, I mean, we already have the other one on the other side of the fire tree, so, but we'll still choose it. I think it will help us burn more and do more long-range damage. So you may see a big fireball being emitted at times. What I need to do is work my way back down. So I got my Holy Shield back, which means my movement speed and my reload speed should be increased. And you see we've hit the 3-minute mark, so we now have that boss back. I say back. Obviously they're not back in this game, but we saw them in the last game, in the last run. So, and on this occasion they've already died. Good. Again, I don't tend to pick up Dragon after this time. Even though it may be the best upgrade here. Have they changed the magic lens tree? Because I didn't find it that useful before. So what it gives you 30% damage and size if they go through the lens, and increased by summon damage, which, so it works well with the summon stuff as well. And they can gain bounce, and all the effects are doubled, and the size of the thing is halved, and that's kind of silly because it's already not that big in the first place. Or they can do burn, which would be good, except all our bullets do burn already, so not useful. Maybe we just get the soul heart thing. So we're going to gain a soul heart every 90 seconds. Yeah, it's up to a max of 3. Let's go for that. So yeah, I was saying, we managed to kill that boss a lot quicker this time, because we fired a few bullets in its direction. So we should be trying to claim this thing. Frost, so we can get on the frost tree, or lightning, refilling ammo could be useful. Frost, lightning. I mean both, I want both. Let's go with frost for now. And we're going to pick up the treasure. So yeah, this is for Spark. This is our hero. And this is every 3rd lightning strike deals double damage and generates ammo. And we're definitely going to choose that. So you'll see is just doing more damage. Lots more damage. Right, next upgrade. So we can be evasive. Maybe given my current streak, that would be a good thing. Reload rate. I mean, I always like reload rate. We haven't really been going summon. Well, let's go dodge. Maybe we'll do a summon run next after this one. Yeah, dodge. And movement speed and stuff. Great. Not quite sure how I made it out of there alive, but I guess I must have been able to kill the guys coming at me. And yeah, I would definitely not recommend standing still unless you know that you can just take everything, or you have some abilities that benefit you in that situation. I think... Do we want to refill ammo or get frostbite? So inflicting 15% of their HP or refilling ammo so that we can shoot them. I think that's more powerful. And also gets us closer to shatter, which we like. I want to work my way back down, because I think there was XP down here, which there is. Even though I did, in doing, you know, killing some of those guys, there is XP up there as well, but we can always work our way back up. So that noise was me getting a soul heart. Still not 100% sure on what soul hearts do. Right, and now we have our horse dasher person, which we want to run away from. Soul expand. Gain a soul heart. Increase max limit of soul hearts by +2. Or reload rate, or fire rate, or the lightning things. I mean, our build says lightning, but we have been getting the soul stuff. Let's go with the lightning for now. So we're maybe going to be refilling, because well, yes, that's not, I forgot there was a boss there that we were trying to avoid. Remember that there's a boss there that you're trying to avoid, and you won't do what I just did. And as last time, when I wasn't doing this, maybe aim at the boss. I think it feels like there's more normal enemies. It used to normally just throw the... So that was a dodge rather than me using my health. I thought it used to just throw the white explodey guys at you, so there weren't so many. It's also annoying that there's a tree there. Okay, my dodge has saved me twice already. So here we have another one of those special upgrades, which only happens when you are in 2 of the trees, or some number of the trees. When you inflict freeze, also inflict burn for 6 damage per second, which maybe isn't that useful, but I feel like we should just get it anyway. Okay, so our limited area is gone. Another dodge save. Right, the important thing to do is to move to the side when that boss makes that noise. That will be a lot more sensible. Okay. So we're going to pick up their tomb now. So Electro, again, does damage on your last ammo, 1 extra bit of lightning damage. Lightning on nearby enemies. Okay, that's the key. So nearby enemies is more than just 1 enemy. Wind, all damage is increased by bonuses to your movement speed. So then maybe you play into movement speed. Or Vitality, which adds 4 HP but removes and reduces dodge, which has saved us 3 times, maybe when it shouldn't have done. Or did it remove my soul hearts as well? Not too sure. Anyway, maybe let's go with Electro, because I said I didn't want to use it last time, let's use it this time. And I may have just gained and lost the soul heart, and also my shield. So I'm able to hold my ground, just. I'm not picking up a lot of the experience from things that I'm killing, so I need to work my way back. And you can see it can definitely become very much bullet helly. I'm trying to shoot and keep things going. Now, do I want to get into the health tree? Do I want to get more soul hearts? Did that help me last time? Let's go soul hearts. Now I'm just... I don't know if I'm getting like almost infinite ammo because something's refilling it. Is it the lightning thing is refilling my ammo? Because I'm doing so much lightning. Don't know. What do we want? So we can have damage and knockback. We've already got some knockback. Or we can use curse. So your bullets have 35% chance to inflict curse, and curse damage, curse deals damage equal to 200% of your damage. But also, then things will have curse, and they will, well, that just increases damage. Every 10 enemies killed by curse will increase your bullet damage. So yeah, again, and it's one of those things that you want early on. Maybe you should choose it early on. And enemies with curse will take even more damage. So let's go with curse. As, you know, showing something that we didn't choose last time, but it can still be useful. And you'll see, like, the skulls appearing in the same way that they have icicles, the enemies sometimes. And that shows that they are cursed. And therefore, well, at the moment, just taking 200% damage on the initial curse, I guess. But we may be able to upgrade that. Okay, so I got hit. Lost my holy shield. Pickup range, I think, is the one on my list now, because you can see there's lots of experience around and I'm not picking it up, so let's go with that. Almost immediately I pick up quite a few. I need to work my way over here because I can see experience, but not forget about the enemies behind me. Yep, got hit. So I do need some good upgrade. I'm just about to get hit again there, which is going to help me in this situation. Not the lens, I don't think. Pickup range increased and refilling ammo. I feel like my ammo is already being refilled, so I don't need to worry too much about that. Additional 100% of your bullet damage, I think is probably... Or the soul heart link. Because I have soul hearts, and I'm taking damage. I want to do damage. Defense or offense? Let's go with offense for now. I'm also about to get hit. I don't know if it gave me some grace because I was about to be hit. Yes, there is a lot of enemies coming towards me. I'm just trying to pick out the closest one to aim at. And another upgrade. Right, okay, soul powered. What is that? Your bullets deal plus 10% damage for each soul heart you currently have. That's only one, so it's 10%. We already have something. Increasing, well, regeneration time. A minute in this game is quite a long time still. So I think originally, like, it's every 2 minutes. Yeah. So it does increase it by quite a difference. Let's go with the soul link. Because then if I do get hit, they will all lose their health and I'll have an easy few seconds at least. So when I'm hitting the enemies, I'm doing Good stuff. And you'll see there I got hit. Or did I dodge it? Maybe I dodged it. Right, so it's level 20 that we hit. So we've got this evolution. So we have a choice. Combustion, so every third enemy killed leaves burning ground that inflicts burn for 3 damage per second. Okay. So it will be on the ground and that inflicts burn. That's interesting. Flame, the overclock, so that's flame cannon, quickly regenerates ammo when not shooting if you haven't used up all your ammo. Flame cannon reloads much slower when below 75% of max ammo, deal 2 times more burn damage. Okay, given that I'm reloading the ammo on the fly, I think that's a terrible option for me. Or shoots much slower but has 30 base damage. Burn damage is increased by bonuses to bullet damage. And I think that goes against what we've been playing. So I guess we go with burning ground. And does that change everything? Well, I'm just spinning around for now, but you can see there's a lot of burning ground, so there's going to be a lot more burn damage going on. It also means I can't actually see a lot of anything that's going on. And I apologize if the game is actually quite loud for you, and maybe I will just go change that in the options. Maybe I'll change that down to 50%. Because at this point of the game, there's so much going on screen, the noise just amplifies. Shooting a bullet behind me could be useful because you see I'm spinning around quite a bit. So having that extra fire rate could also be useful. Or the pickup range. So maybe, well, that could be useful in a bit once I've increased my fire rate. Or do I want to shoot behind me? Let's shoot behind me for now. So I can't remember if we chose that before, but now you can just see that I'm shooting in both directions, which is very useful. So you don't have to worry as much about things happening behind you. Also, this burning ground effect, if the devs are watching, which, you know, why would they be? Maybe it's, I just can't see anything in that area. Like, I'm trying to look where my XP is, and I can see it out here, but I can see nothing of it in here. So we're ignoring dragon eggs, we're ignoring summons as well, and everything is summons except for this curse thing, which we want. So we'll take the curse thing. I'm just going to work my way up here, try and grab some XP, which we maybe haven't claimed. Yes, definitely bullets. Hell, well, I suppose heaven in this case, because we're creating the bullets. I mean, the enemies are the hell, which we're trying to avoid. And so now we've hit 10 minutes for the first time. I say first time. Of me demonstrating the game to you guys. You'll notice there's a new enemy. This is the elite, I believe. So, at least for now, there'll be fewer enemies, but they'll be slightly stronger. And then at some point, there'll be even more of the elites coming. This is the one which we've been aiming for. When you inflict burn, there's a 0.05% chance to heal you for 1 HP. And I'm going to be, so, you know, every, well, 1% would be every 100 enemies. I think maybe they've nerfed this again then? I don't know. So that's what, every 1,000, every 2,000 enemies that you burn, you're going to get a 1 HP. Which, yeah, I feel like they've nerfed it. It was better before, maybe. Anyway, it's a good way to get health back, and I've got 2. So we're gonna choose that. And it's a shame that I'm getting it at a time when there are a few enemies on the screen. But you'll probably see at some point my health just randomly goes up from 2 to 3, and it'll be because of that. Now, with fewer enemies on the screen, I can more easily maneuver, more easily aim at the one which is going to cause me the most pain, and therefore take all this experience which I've been leaving on the floor. When shooting your last ammo, which we're not really doing, so we're going to ignore that. Magic lens we're ignoring. The electro bug will cool down more lightning, so that's a candidate. Or the fire rate. I think fire rate would be good, because that would mean, well, maybe we'll have to start reloading, I don't know. But fire rate is, you know, pretty much increasing your damage output by the same amount. Yeah, so now those shooty enemies are back. In fact, it's very easy to see the red coming towards you. Which is not what I said last time. But through all the burning ground, at least, you can still see it, which is good. Again, the ice shard thing is not that useful. Increase the reload rate. Well, we're not really using reload rate, but what's the one beyond it? Again, reload rates, maybe again not useful for us. Pickup range is, and XP has a chance to refill ammo. So yeah, maybe that, or the take aim, which will increase the bullet speed. But I think that's better because it leads on to better things. Piercing, and, well, assassin, ultimately. So we didn't take this one last time, let's take it this time. So yes, it becomes a work out which enemy to shoot and also avoid the red orbs coming towards you, whilst being able to see none of it because you have burning ground and many, many other things going on. And we are about to get hit. Yes, we got hit. If you could see any of that. In fact, did I get hit again, or was that a dodge? Okay. What I have missed, though, is that... Oh, that was a dodge. There is a boss here. So this is the next boss, which comes at 8.5 minutes or something. He has, like, little children that he spits at you and will slowly always walk towards you. So you've got to be mindful of that. And he's dead though, because of all the burning and the electricity, I guess. Right, okay. So I just got hit by something. Go to the treasure chest. So this is, again, a special ability for our hero. Electro Affinity. So lower bullet damage, but increase the lightning damage. Is that good? Well, we're doing a lot of lightning damage, but we don't want to reduce our bullet damage too much. I suppose, you know, every second shot we're doing lightning damage. I don't know if this just evens out. Depends how high your bullet damage is compared to lightning damage. Let's assume that we haven't been increasing it. But... I'm not sure if we're doing a good job of surviving. I mean, we've gone further than the last game, but the enemies are closing in, so we need good upgrades. Okay, so we can be tiny and therefore have more dodge. Electro Bug to do more lightning, which could be useful. Or dealing 10% damage for each soul heart we have, which is 2, which would be 20%, at least currently. I think lightning, because we've been doing... We just got our Electro Affinity, so presumably that is going to add to that. Our Electro Bug, you may just be able to see him standing next to us. You may not, because of all the burning ground, lightning, and flamethrower action. But I assure you, he is there, swirling around us. Right, I have my Holy Shield back, which is good, but I'll probably lose it very soon. I guess the thing about the elites is that they tend to... I'll just spin around like this. They tend to, like, come up to you and then stop before they actually come and hit you. Maybe not. Maybe it's just because they're being frozen. Anyway, in all that chaos, I've managed to level up. And yeah, we wanted this quite a while ago, if possible. Every 10 enemies killed by curse will increase your bullet damage by 1%. I don't know if that works its way backwards, like in retrospectively. Would be nice, but we'll choose that. I heard something make a noise. Was that me getting a health back? Maybe. So you'll see, like, it was so long ago that we got that ability. So we've probably, you know, since then, that's the time when we've killed 2.5 or 2,000 enemies or something. I mean, it's a percentage chance, so it's not always exactly 2,000 enemies later, but it's more you know, on average you would expect it to happen at the 2,000 enemies killed mark. So we just lost our shield again, and it's not looking good. I'm doing damage. I'm able to kill things. I need to be picking up the experience. I mean, we've got plenty of hearts, at least at the moment. What do we want? Bullet speed and damage could be useful. Damage and knockback. Or light bullets to increase the fire rate, max ammo, bullet speed. Yeah, I mean, I like light bullets. That or sniper, which could lead into the assassin ability. So we're hoping for that assassin ability. That's, you know, we played light bullets last time, playing a different run this time. And that assassin ability could be very useful with the burn, because the burn will do slow damage, and then the assassin ability kills when they get to 20% of their health. Okay, so you may have noted the red border. That means we're at 5 minutes, which means we're going on to the third boss. And so you're in this limited area, and it's very hard to see anything, but when he gets close enough to you, he will fire out these lasers, which are in predetermined places. If you look at his body, there's like a little laser mark there. So if you stay far enough away from him, there is a wider gap, and you should be able to dodge him relatively successfully. Right. I don't know if I really did dodge there. So you do want to stay away from him. And if you don't kill him quick enough, then you end up with the next boss on you. It's getting all a bit hectic now. Again, that's not going to be too useful. We're not using summon things, so pickup range and vision range. Vision range would play nicely with glare. We don't have glare. We need to focus on all the other things happening. There are lots of enemies. Right, so we got hit again. Soul Hearts maybe saving us a little bit. Maybe we'll just leave Burning Ground. Yes, and as I said, this other boss is here. Did I kill that other boss? I mean the first boss? Yes. So there is the arrow there pointing me in the direction of the other boss, his corpse. So we're going to try and work our way over to that. Holy Arts. After shooting your last ammo, smite nearby enemies. So again, this is one of the newer ones. And we're not shooting our last ammo. So there's a lot of things tied into shooting your last ammo. And, you know, it is anti-synergy with all the things which are getting you to not have to reload. So if you have guns which are the shotgun on the crossbow, then you want to maybe play for the things which are the last ammo, because you're going to be reloading a lot more, so you want to increase reload and do these last ammo things, but we're not. And of the ones we have the option for, I mean, I could show you the lens, but I don't think it's useful. So let's just go fire rate and bullet speed and ammo. We are just trying to work our way back to this thing. So we have a choice. Tome of Glass. Dodge chance cap minus 100%, but all damage you do is doubled. You instantly die from taking any damage. That sounds terrible because we're taking damage. Tome of Electro. Did we get this? Oh no, we got Spark Electro. Or did we take this? Can we have 2 tomes? There is a way to see what you currently have, but I don't think you can do it whilst you are in this menu, which is a bit disappointing. Or summoning. So obviously that doesn't work for us. I guess we'll just have a double Tome of Electro. And we'll just fire on everything, sometimes fire at the boss specifically. Somehow we leveled up. Right, penetration. Oh, the assassin ability. So, automatically kill enemies below 20%. Let's see if there's a step change in what happens now. I think you'll notice maybe there's a bit of a step change. In this, like, enemies are a bit further away. Maybe. Anyway, so we have Spark's electrical fire ability, so lightning strikes also inflicts burn for 3 damage per second, which we will take. I assume that it's like there would be multiple burn effects. I don't know. We could go Vitality. We have plenty of health at the moment, actually. Move speed, or pick at range and increasing fire rate, which I like more than increasing the ammo, because we're not running out of ammo. So increasing fire rate is good. Although that may make us run out of ammo. And if you can see what's going on, then you have better eyes than me. Electro Mastery, which, you know, given we're playing a lightning game here, maybe we should have had this a long time ago. All lightning damage increased by 12, increases lightning area of effect by 75%. Is lightning AoE? Anyway, it's the best choice because that's the last of ammo thing, that's the last ammo thing, and that's only 20%. And now we're just powering through enemies. There's 2.5 minutes on the clock. I don't know if there's any more bosses. We're just gonna run around and do all the things. Fan isn't useful. When standing still, not consuming ammo, that could be good, but we're already not consuming lots of ammo, so let's go tiny, extra dodge, and we're going to be smaller. So if you had trouble seeing where the character was before, good luck now. It's even more hidden. And extra dodge, sure. And then maybe we'll get haste afterwards. I think if you get to this point in the game, at least it was true before, you're probably, you know, if you're not struggling, and we don't appear to be struggling, you're probably okay. You're probably going to make it. There's only 2 minutes to go, unless you stop paying attention. Reload rate or fire rate. Again, the fire rate's useful, but the reload rate, it's only a minimal fire rate increase. Siege is, well, it just means that we definitely won't ever lose ammo. So we can, you know, decide to stop for a second and run to another place and then fire a bit more. Nimble, dodge, and move speed. Yeah, like that. Maybe I never picked up the other Frost one, because it keeps showing me this one. I thought I did pick up Frostbite though. If it gave me Shatter, it would be game over, for sure. So, choice between extra dodge and move speed, or bullet speed and piercing. Let's go with Nimble. For now, at least. So yes, part of the this game is trying to work out where all your bullets are. Fusillade, which I used to love, I think I'm going to take, and I'll demonstrate it. So you'll now just see that yeah, it doubles your base projectiles. And adds 1. I don't know. We may have got a soul heart there. Maybe. But you can just see, if you have Fusillade and high fire rate, everything just you have this massive flame cannon. Well, we have the flame cannon, so it's firing out flames, but, you know, all the bullets heading towards the enemies in front of you, you can just walk forward with it. Pickup range plus 20%. Yeah, so let's go with that now. I mean, we could go with rubber bullets, just for fun, but let's go with the extra pickup. So we got about a minute to go. I mean, you'll probably notice that we've been playing for much more than 20 minutes because every time the game decides that it, you know, every time you have one of these, the clock stops. So you can't just wait 20 minutes in one of these menus. Movement speed, I think we have extra dodge based on that, so we might as well go with that. Not that we, you know, are gonna need a lot of dodges, but maybe I just had one then, I don't know. Like, I had a projectile coming towards me. And yes. The game turns into you walking around, killing all the enemies, but picking up the health that they're dropping behind them. Blazing speed. So plus 10% move speed goes with what we're trying to do. Sure, doesn't really matter at this point. Inflict burn on nearby enemies when you run. You run when you're not shooting. Or reloading. Which, you know, would be good, except we have a weapon that does that for us. So we could just run around and it would, you know, do the burning for us. But I think it's better to just shoot the enemies. Right, last 10 seconds. As you'll notice, there hasn't been a boss since a few minutes ago. And the last thing we're going to do... Sure, let's get the soul heart thing. And that's why I say, if you make it past into those last 3 minutes and you've kind of got rid of the bosses and you're not struggling... Oh no, there is this guy. Who's that guy? Maybe this is new. I've never had to face this guy before. Is he dead? No, he's still there. Well, I guess this is like the devil kind of character. The trees also in the unlocked. Confirm. Cool. So I killed that boss thing. And I survived. 20 minutes on the clock, so you get 12,000 kills, is that? 41 levels, and that earned me 18,000 runes. So if you survive, you get lots of runes, and that can improve your next game. As for the last one, I'm going to stop the video here and probably play another one, maybe try going for magic summoning. If you like the video, please leave a like. And yeah, look out for the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then please leave a like, and if you think you would enjoy more, then please subscribe, or even join me live on Twitch. Whilst it's cliché, all of these will help the channel. On screen is something carefully curated, or something the YouTube algorithm suggests, or maybe even both. In any case, have a great day.